Hey everyone, my name is Marika and this is my journey to Cambridge from Canberra, Australia to start my postgraduate studies at the University of Cambridge. First up was my bus trip from Canberra to Sydney, which was 3.5 hours long. Then I arrived at the Sydney International Airport and it was so strange to see the airport looking so deserted. Here I'm on the plane. Thankfully there weren't many people on board and we all got a whole row to ourselves, which is a small luxury in this pandemic. In order to ensure that I didn't need to quarantine on arrival, I had to travel through the travel corridors, and at the time the only option for me was to fly through either Hong Kong or Japan. So my first flight was from Sydney to Tokyo, which was 9.5 hours long. After the first flight, I arrived at Haneda Airport and most of the flight had been cancelled. I had a lovely 6-hour transit before my flight from Tokyo to London. It was way more crowded than my first flight, as you can see here, so I did get a little worried, but I was still lucky and got the whole road to myself. The 12-hour journey started here, and at least the food was great as I was sleep deprived and I just wanted to reach my final destination. I still had to make my way from Heathrow Airport to Cambridge, which would be about an hour long, and I took the mini cab, which I would highly recommend for those of you who have a lot of luggages and want to get into Cambridge directly. Hello from Cambridge. So I officially arrived yesterday evening. This morning was my first official day today. I woke up quite nauseous really. I had a headache, all that was going on, so I was definitely jet lagged. Of course, after 34 hours of traveling, that's what you would expect really. But today has been really nice. The weather hasn't been great. It's obviously the English weather, raining. I just mingled more with my housemates, and then in the afternoon we went to the main site for the college, and then we had Sunday roast. It was really a bit of a surreal moment because we were having Sunday roast in a takeaway cardboard box with plastic cutlery in this great hall, so it felt really weird. Hashtag COVID times. Tomorrow is Monday and the start of my physics PhD. Looking forward to it. So my first day was an induction at the Cavendish Lab, which is the Department of Physics at Cambridge, and it's where I'll be for around the next 4 years. The induction was in the lecture theatre, which was a nice surprise, but I didn't take too much footage then. Here's a collection of a few videos I took throughout October of Cambridge. All of the buildings are so historic and pretty, something I definitely won't see back in Australia. Here I'm walking down King's Parade, which is usually filled with people. And just to note that these footages were taken back in October, where I wasn't officially in a lockdown yet. This is inside King's College's chapel and it was really gorgeous.